Alina Vega, Shattered Threads. Alina Vega wasn't born into a world of heroes or villains. She grew up in the quiet shadows of Pt.1, a city stretched thin between its industrial skeleton and the looming cliffs that dropped into the Black Sea. Her parents were gone, disappeared when she was a child, leaving her and her younger brother, Ryder, to navigate the harsh streets alone. She was the protector, the planner, the one who always had a way out. But her story didn't begin with destiny. It began with a hole in reality. Ryder had always been the reckless one. Where Alina saw danger, he saw an adventure. On his 16th birthday, he dragged her to the Fenris Rift, a tear in the earth that opened decades ago during a freak seismic event. Scientists had declared it dormant, nothing more than a failed mine overgrown with moss and legend. But the locals spoke of strange sounds, whispers at night, and glimpses of unnatural light flickering in the depths. It was meant to be a dare, a way to prove Ryder wasn't a kid anymore. But when they descended into the rift, the air felt heavy, like the space around them was holding its breath. At the bottom, they found something alive, not a creature, but an object. A cluster of threads, shimmering with colors that seemed to defy reality, stretched taut across the cavern. The threads pulsed faintly, like veins carrying the heartbeat of another world. Ryder, naturally, reached out first. The moment his hand brushed the threads, they vibrated violently, sending waves of energy rippling through the cavern. Alina tried to pull him back, but it was too late. The threads shattered like glass, their fragments slicing through the air and embedding themselves in Ryder's body and hers. For a split second, she felt her body fracture into 1,000,000 pieces, her consciousness splintering and reforming in ways she couldn't comprehend. And then everything went dark. When Alina woke, Ryder was gone. The cavern was intact, the threads repaired as if nothing had happened. But she could feel him, not in the way she used to, as her brother she could yell at or pull into a hug, but as a ghost, a voice in the back of her mind. His thoughts were fragmented, distorted, as though part of him had been scattered across 100 dimensions. He wasn't dead. He was somewhere else, and the threads had bound them together across realities. Over the following weeks, Alina discovered the threads had changed her. They weren't just fragments. They were alive, and they were inside her. She could feel them stretching into other places, pulling energy from worlds she couldn't see. With a flick of her hand, she could create shimmering tendrils of light that could tear through the steel or mend broken bones. But the threads weren't limitless, and each time she used them, she felt a part of herself unravel, as though her own existence was the cost. The rift wasn't just an accident. She learned that Pt.1 had a history older than the city itself,